My name is Regine Pohl. I'm the Director of WebOS Category Management and Marketing for EMEA at HP. And I think many people talked already, so you said already time is critical. We heard a lot about content just before from Sky. And I think we all worked very hard to be at the place and in the job we are today. And we don't want to make compromises. And you said women are very demanding. That's definitely true. But that means also, for work-life balance, that's probably one of the most discussed topic, and there are pros and cons, and I think it's all our own responsibility. I don't want to go that far that HP can solve this problem for you, but what I want to show you today is that we have developed a product and an operating system that helps you really to work very efficient and effective and get things done and work the way you do. And you shouldn't organize your work and your life around technology, but it should work like you do. And this is definitely what I would like to show to you. So we have introduced this month, are we still in June? Yeah. This month, our new HP touchpad. It's had lots of features. It's nicely designed, I think. It's slim, feels good in the hand, has speakers, camera. But I don't really want to talk about this because that's not exciting at all. What sets this product apart is really the WebOS experience that's inside and that I want to demonstrate you, and that helps me at least already to work very efficient. Okay, so when I switch on my touchpad, what you see is the cards view. And this is very simple. I can see everything that I'm doing at the moment in one very single and easy view. I can swap from my work, my actual work, back and forth between applications very smoothly. I power on the device and it's starting exactly at the same situation, the same status I left it off. My life, at least, is full of interruptions. I need to go to the airport, I need to go in meetings, and every day I'm looking at my watch and gosh, I need to run because I need to pick up my daughter from the kindergarten. And then I spend 2 hours with her, and then I go back to work, or I take it with me on my trips. And whenever I have time, I want to switch it on. I don't want to boot something, go into various programs. I want to start again just where I left my work off. So that's very, very, very efficient. And when I'm done with my task, for example, I just toss it up the screen and it's gone. That's a very satisfying gesture, I must admit. But you should consider this as really kind of my workspace at home, my work desktop. On top of being very efficient in how to work with this, it's also very intelligent how you organize your work. For example, if I'm just opening this email, or let me just do it like this. I'm opening an email, I would like to reply to it, and I'm interrupted by my daughter asking something, or an urgent phone call, so I can go back, and you see it sits automatically on top of the email I replied to. So it is already intelligent. It's sticking together like if you would put papers on a stack at your desktop. And if you want to organize it differently, it's very easy. You just put it aside or on another stack. So it's very easy, or I just toss it off the screen. So it's very natural how it's interacting with you. One of probably the most important but also difficult application is email. I think you're all like me. I'm getting tons of emails. I'm getting crazy because you're so consumed by all these information and also requests for answers that it's hard to handle this. And we talked with many people also how they are using email today, and we're getting lots of feedbacks. Everybody is working with email differently. That's why we tried to create an application that's very flexible and would also support everybody's needs. For example, I'm just selecting one email. This is a newsletter. Probably take another one. And I would like to deep dive into it a little bit more and really look at this in a kind of full screen. Should be the content there normally, but that's the live effect. So you can really have this full screen view, work on it, read through an email, answer the email in this kind of view. And then if you say, oh, but you know, I need to scroll really through my inbox, I want to see if there's something urgent coming up, you can very, very easily scroll through all the emails you're receiving. But the most important advantage is really that is a technology that we call HP Synergy. So this is a kind of aggregator. So you can have in your inbox over here any inbox you have. You can have your Facebook account, your Office Outlook, Yahoo, Gmail, whatever. So it's aggregated into your account. You can select all inboxes and get everything in one view. You can select individual inboxes just as you need it in the situation. And you don't need to go into various applications, you know, on the web, in your public account, in your Exchange email account. That's extremely efficient. And I can tell you, I'm using this now for 2 months. I love it. Also, it's very easy to organize you within this application. So if you want to delete an email, very easy, you just delete it. Or if you want to delete several items, it's also very easy. You just select it, and then you say delete, and it's gone. So it's very natural how you would interact with this application. On the other hand, let me look if I have an attachment here. It is integrating with all the Office applications that I used to work with. Wow. Here's one. So a colleague has sent me an email with an attachment, and I just open it, you know, can have a look at it, can work on it, can edit it, can send it back, say, okay, this is the new accessories to the products, but then probably I don't have time to do it now. So I just go back, and you see it's still in there. I can take it, you know, in a second when I have more time and look at it, read through it in more detail, but it's still active. I don't need to think about, oh, I need to open the attachment again, you know, or need to find it in very small icons. That's very easy. So, and also when you're done, you can just toss it off the screen. What I said about Synergy, kind of this aggregating function of several accounts, that's a core technology that we have built into the complete concept. One feature is in the calendar. So we integrated the Synergy ID also in the calendar view, in the calendar application. And I must admit, being a woman, what is one of the most embarrassing situation is that you sit in a meeting and everybody says, okay, we go then tomorrow to XYZ customer, and you know, we take the early plane, and okay, and then you as a woman say, oh, I need to ask my husband, not sure whether he can bring my daughter to the kindergarten. So this situation I know every day, and I hate it. So that's why we have now built in this aggregator also in the calendar view. You see here I have various calendars in. I can have the calendar of my private calendar, my business calendar, I can have my husband's calendar, whatever is relevant for my life, and it's very easy to navigate it or to take it off. You know, I just want to have a different view, you just take it off. So it's very, very flexible, just the way you need it, and this really helps me not looking stupid when I be with all my male colleagues in the meetings. I'm always knowledgeable because, yes, we can go to California next week to work on product development. So that's very helpful to also, not just to be effective, but also for you personally, to not be seen unprofessional, because I think that's something that we as women often fear, you know, oh gosh, I'm talking about kids, I'm seen as unprofessional. I think that's very, very helpful. So This is definitely the key benefit that helps me a lot. Then we also integrated this Synergy ID into our photo applications. You can scroll through all your calendar, all your photos and videos. You don't need to have different sources like you go to Facebook, you go to your albums on your devices. It's aggregated all onto your device, and you just select the album that you would like to look at. So Facebook is probably momentarily the most used platform, I would say, for photos. And that's why we have deeply integrated this into our WebOS technology. For example, you have your profile pictures here, and this is nice woman Heather, and she uploaded her picture. And normally, you know, I think this comment functionality in Facebook, everybody loves that. And, but it would be difficult. You look at this photo now, hey, you want to put a comment into Facebook. Then you open your Facebook account and do it. That's very complicated and time-consuming. So you just go into comments and say, you know, nice, you need a new haircut or something like this. Just press enter, and it automatically loads into your Facebook account. So that really gives you an idea how we want to fully integrate everything. So you don't need to think about what you do, where you do it, you just do it. Another functionality is something that we call just type, and it's exactly what I said just before. You shouldn't think about what do I want to do. Do I want to do an email? Then you open an email account and type an email. Do I want to go to Facebook? You go into your account. So that's not what you should do. You should just type. For example, you know, I say, hey, I need to think about, we have a barbecue on, oh gosh, how do you spell barbecue? Barbecue at Saturday, you know, I need to buy something. So as you can see, you know, automatically here are coming proposals of what you want to do. You know, if I want to put it on the web, do I want to do a new SMS message? Do I need a new appointment? So let's say I would like to create a new memo. You just press new memo, and then this is going automatically into these applications, and then you're done. So it's kind of, you should just do what you want to do without thinking, gosh, which applications do I need for this? How do I do it? You just do it. Finally, what I would like to show to you is probably something, it's a kind of a miracle, and let's see. So we have also discussed a lot about mobility already. I think the new tablet categories, they are highly mobile. We take them with us as, you know, often probably as we can. But there are also many, many instances where I don't want to take my tablet, but what I've always with me is my mobile phone. So nothing goes without my mobile phone. That means, for example, I'm not the perfect cook, but let's assume, you know, I should. In some instances, I'm doing it, so I would need to look for a recipe and going into the internet. And let's see, so I found the recipe site that in fact gives some good ideas about barbecues. So I'm ticking here the antipasti salad. And it comes up with the kind of the recipe and also my shopping list. So I have now two options. Obviously, as HP, I shouldn't say this, but I will. I could print it, but this is not exactly what I want to do. And also, I could note it down on a paper. That's also not what I want to do. So I want it to be really flexible. I want all my devices I have working extremely well and easy together. And once this website is there, I will show you. Okay, so here you see the recipe and the shopping list. So instead of printing it or noting it down, the only thing I do is I take my mobile phone, I touch it, and then you see the Wi-Fi connection honestly is not the best here. You see, it's automatically transferred to my phone. And that is, you know, it's a nice effect, but this is, if you think about it, we call this touch to share. It's extremely easy and convenient. You just do what you want and off you go. And if you think what we can do with this on top, you know, there are more and more scenarios for business and for private life that's really exciting. For example, you come home, and I normally do this on Fridays. I have my phone probably in my bag. I put it down in the floor. I'm sitting down on the couch and, you know, surfing on the web with my touchpad. And then suddenly I get a phone call or an SMS. Normally I would have to jump off my couch, search for it, don't find it, I'm too late, need to call back. So with this now touch to share technology, I just sit on the couch, I answer the phone via my HP touchpad, I send back an SMS message, say, hey, I'm coming later. You know, it's very intuitive, easy, and works better together with many mobile devices. That's what thank you.